If you didn't know already, there is a new update out for Legend of Slime, version 1.14.0. I will cover everything that's coming up in these updates, and some leaks for future events which you'll definitely not want to miss. Now, I do suggest waiting and listening to this video before you go ahead and update. There's been some recent issues with the updates we've had thus far, so take a second to listen before you update your game, and also be sure to leave a comment telling me what you think of all these recent changes. First off, they fixed the recent cat figurine glitch, so we're all back to the same playing field. But if you didn't update your game yet to the latest version of 1.14.0, you're still able to take advantage of the glitch, so that's up to you. I have the glitched build method video in the description and comment box below, so do check it out if you want to fly by stages easily. Now, one thing that hasn't made sense to me is the update system in Legend of Slime. I really wouldn't have seen the recent update had it not been for the recording of this video. They recently released update 1.14.1. This is very important because if you're on version 1.14.0, you're potentially doing way less damage than you actually should be, as a lot of the SS slimes are impacted by a new glitch. So I highly suggest you update your game if you're on version 1.14.0, because if you use slimes such as Ignis, Bunny, or Gent, your skills fail to automatically activate, and your companions stop attacking altogether during the skill activation of your slime. You can see an example here with Ignis. It is both very annoying to see, and it does heavily impact your damage, as you can see here. Thankfully, however, after updating our game, you can see in this new comparison, our latest updated version of the game is to the right. This version has our companions and skills working as intended, and they're no longer bugged. I'm hoping that in future updates they do find these bugs before the updates are released, since it does complicate our gameplay when they released bug versions of the game. This also leads me to say that the developers should have a better social media presence, especially for their English-speaking market, since there's really no communication from them outside the in-game mail for English-speaking players. An example of this is the server outage on June the 6th, where we were really left out in the dark if you didn't follow their foreign social media pages. However, we did get a compensation sent to our mailbox. We received 10,000 gems and 100 heart gems for 10 toy summons, so at least they did acknowledge the issue, and they were apologetic, which I really like. Regardless, I'm happy with the recent fixes and updates that they've provided to the game, which we're going to cover right now, so pay close attention. First off, let's start by checking out the most recent slime to be released in the next slime pass. Swallow, which is probably the coolest slime we've had released so far. We get tons of HP boosts and some nice attack boosts from the owned effect bonus, but most importantly, the unique slime skill doesn't just scale off companion attack, but also our basic attack speed. So I'm very curious to see how long Swallow's skill cooldown is, and how fast our slime will attack, since this will be the driving point for Swallow's slime skill damage. This will make relics such as Hot Seat useful for once, since it does boost our slime's attack speed, so it's going to be interesting to see the builds we can potentially come up with using this new slime. Continuing on from here, we have a new event, Aku's Growth Journal. You get these rewards for bringing Aku to level 100. It's honestly not much of a bonus for those of us who are in the later stages of the game, but it will be good for those new early game players to aid in their progression. After that, we do have a new toy system. As you can see, toys that match with your slime will now shine, indicating which ones you should equip, as the skill damage boost is now highlighted. Toys that don't match your slime will have the skill damage portion grayed out, and they won't shine, as you can see here. But those aren't the only changes. Each slime you own can now equip its own toy. To do this, you tap onto the slime's toy section and press equip a toy. Now, you always want to have your best toy on whichever slime you currently have equipped, because as we can see from the pop-up explanation here, it says this is not the slime you are using. These options do not apply. You might think that it's because we have a gent toy on newbie, but if we switch, it says the same dialogue. So the bonus from the toys will only be from the base attack and HP stats. This is still a very nice boost considering everyone currently has low HP, so these additions will help. Now, this doesn't mean having a ton of exotic toys will set you ahead of everyone else. This feature honestly isn't very pay to win. After your third exotic toy, the bonus will really start to diminish because it's an additive bonus. So your second exotic toy will double your toy damage, but the next toy will provide a diminished boost, making it so that a continued exposure to exotic toys won't affect your damage as much. This is especially true once we approach the double digits, but again, a nice addition considering we have a reason to buy more clockwork enhancements and a place to put our extra exotic toys. Another interesting update is that the level cap of our boss rush dungeon has increased. We are no longer capped at level 100, and the same goes for the gold rush dungeon, which was very needed, because look at how useless the amount of gold it provides us is. We're receiving U gold when we're currently at AL gold. This means we're actually losing gold by going into the dungeon, since we could have beaten enemies and gotten more gold for it by the time we actually clear the Gold Rush dungeon. And for those of you who are wondering, the boss rush's stage cap was increased to 150 and Gold Rush to 200. Also, there is a new minigame that's out. Well, not yet. Starting June 13th until June the 26th, there's a new minigame that will be released called Slime Commute. Honestly, this does sound promising. We work in the new Demon Castle, which I have a picture of here. It'll be really neat to see, but we have no other information on that event yet. But leaked images suggest the event will look something like this. So don't miss this limited time event, as it could have some promising rewards. Now, there is one more event that has been leaked. I can't fully confirm the accuracy of the leaks for the event, but credits to Oyaji for this information. This event will last from July 1st to July 15th. Apparently, we need to organize a party and find treasure. Although I'm hoping party is referring to some sort of online play elements. However, I highly doubt that is actually the case here. I'm sure, like it says, it's just going to act like some regular dungeon runs we're used to doing. Although I'm most curious about the reward system that's present here. These special and luxury equipment sets. This is translated from Japanese, so this could just be mythics, legendaries, and so on. But I'm really hoping to see some competitive play elements here with this new event. It would be really nice to see some limited time rewards that provide a minimal boost, but show off how much of a Legend of Slime veteran you are by equipping some new special equipment as a cosmetic piece, like many other games have present. But when it does come to the rewards for this event, the rankings go from 1st to 101st, and possibly under, so I'm not sure if this is an entire server related event, or just a normal event like the Giant Newbie, where we are placed in groups of 10 people. Again, we will have to wait and see until July the 1st to see what the event has in store for us. Alright, that was it. Be sure to subscribe for everything Legend of Slime related. Leave a comment what you think of these recent changes, and always stay tuned for the next video. Enjoy.